On the following slides, you find some guidelines for helping you with the interpretation of your recordings. Posture is in the Idiag M360 software indicated by numbers. A positive number means a kyphosis, while a negative number means a lordosis. If the number is black, it lies within the reference range. If the number is orange, it lies outside of the reference range. By moving the cursor of your mouse over the orange number, you can see the recommended reference range. In this example, you can see that the thoracic as well as the lumbar spine are quite flat. If you can see jumps between angles between the vertebrae that are greater than 7 degrees, this could indicate a disorder of the segmental integrity or harmony between the vertebrae. Ideally, you would find only small differences between the angles from one segment to the other. This way, there is an even distribution of the load on all the segments, and the demand of certain structures is lowered. If the angles are -1 degree, 0 degrees, or +1 degree, the vertebrae are practically parallel to each other. If this happens over more than a few segments, the spine is considered to have a flat thoracic or lumbar region. Within the transition of lumbar to thoracic spine, values of 0 degrees can be neglected. If there is a kyphosis instead of a lordosis in the lumbar spine in the upright position, a lordosis instead of a kyphosic in the thoracic spine in the upright position, or a lordosis in the flexed position, we call that a paradox angular position. When looking at the regional movements, you can see that the postural competence is very good, showing almost no deviation from the normal posture. The flexed spine, however, shows that there is a hypermobility in the thoracic spine as well as in the hip. You can see this by the red bars being longer than the gray reference bars. Overall, the flexibility of the spine is good. When taking a closer look at the flexibility and the segmental analysis of it, you can see that there is a hypermobility in some of the segments of the thoracic vertebra. There also seem to be some bigger deviations in the angles between the vertebrae L5, S1, L4, L5, L2 and L3, and so on. This indicates a disharmonious distribution of the movement. Ideally, all the bars should be in the middle of the gray areas. This is also reflected on the Idiag spine score on the right side. Here again you can see jumps in angles on the segmental area. This will lead to subtraction of the Idiag spine score. Here you can see how disharmonious the movement from the upright position to the flexed position is. And you can also see when a vertebra behaves paradoxically. A closer look at the postural competence of the spine reveals some minor deviations in some segments. Ideally, these deviations should be no more than -1 to 1 degree. Optimally, there should be no change in angles, with all angles at 0 degrees. This would lead to a score of 100 for stability.